I got this idea from a one esport.gg article, and I thought making it into a video would be pretty interesting. I will put the link to the article down in the description if anyone wants to read it. Imagine being a veteran Mlbb Pro player who scratched the trophy a bunch of times, but always fell a little bit short. So often that the feeling of self-doubt eats you alive from the inside, and after years you give up. But that's not the whole story of Toshi. He got lucky and bounced back into the esports scene, not in Mlbb, but in HOK, their competitor, and is now one of the biggest threats against the Chinese and Malaysian teams. But there's one question left. Will the fear of self-doubt get the upper hand again, or can he tame the beast and keep pushing back? Adrian Toshi Bacado made his debut on August 9th, 2019 as the GOAT laner of Omega Esports. Back in 2019 they were called PLDT Omega because they partnered up with a big telecommunication company in the Philippines. But then they changed it to the sister company's name, Smart Communication, and they were called Smart Omega at the end of 2020. Then it changed again to the name we now know, Omega Esports. The original esport org name was SDG Omega, or Sterling Global Dragons Omega. They had to partner up to get the franchise slot because the first tournament they participated in was the Nationals, the first PH franchise-based tournament. And trust me, buying a franchise slot is not cheap. Toshi was unstoppable, winning Season 1, Conference 1 and 2. The starting team was also stacked.
Dito with the triple kill with the Karin Nakagura, hindi pa siya tapos, ladies and gentlemen, with the day, with the maniac over here. Sorry, wala pa rin nangyayari. This is just an opening for our carries to actually go for the kill, and that is what GZ just demonstrated right now. And I think for this Polystar we're going to show, but again, that's just another entry coming in to GZ to just go for a mini on its own, but the minions are coming in with a low health for the base coming here, and GG's gonna end it with a savage here.
Besides Toshi, there was Kenji, now in RRQ Kaito, Paul TZ from Team Liquid PH, but in mid lane, by the way, and Heath from RSG PH. His name was also Toshinu, and later at the end of 2020, he changed it to Toshi. In the regular season, they went 9-2 in the matches, finishing in the first place, and in the playoffs they stomped all the competition, didn't lose a single game. In Season 2 it was almost the same, first place in the regular season and only one loss in the entire playoff.
Three-point combo, pero may quick sand guard for the defense. Tumatakbo na dito, sa may likuran, going for the cleanup. Tempest of Blaze committed, connecting on the two. Double kill, double kill para JC. Mukhang tatatlo pa yatas. Jake the Dog is here, pero medyo threatened ang si JC. Not gonna let 1-1 activate the ultimate, but instead Yelly Haze. Isang panggula doon sa ating 1-1 all of a sudden. 4 down instead of Eagles. Curtis even might go for the wipeout. There he goes! Curtis!
Oh, nga dito yung opening ko pa. But we have the penalty zone na hindi inabusan ni Curtis para na ma-disable yung kanyang Feather Airstrike. Dito na nga makakakuha pa ng potential ang Smart Omega. We have the Tempest of Blades knocking up 2 members from SCIE Olympians. Also with that Chaos and Order from Dian. Kaso hindi naging sapat yun. Kenji was able to take down that Lunox, and we have another wonderful wipeout for SDIE.
The first MPL was Season 4 in October 2019. They shared third place in the regular season with Execration 6-3. In the playoffs they got sent to the lower bracket by Sunsparks, but defeated Geek Fam PH in Execration. In the lower bracket finals they lost to Onyx PH, barely missing the chance to qualify for M1. The year ended with 2 wins in their first half year of competing and a third place finish in MPL. People quickly noticed the raw potential in the PLDT Omega roster. Right at the start of 2020, the national finals began. They made it to the grand final, but something was different this time. It wasn't a stomp, but a really hard-fought battle between Omega and Brand E-Pro. Also a decently stacked roster. They had Ribbo, Renzio, Rafflesia, JP and Fusaken. 3 of them are MPL, future or present MSC and M World champions. In the end, Brand E-Pro took the win with a close 3-2.
Sino yun? Si Renzo within the range of the
Black
Kaibigan, napakaganda mo! Bigyan ang automation din ang smart members wala din naman bimula sa PSO! The Grand Slam is over! And this is it! Your champion for MLBB The Nationals! I am Fred E-Pro!
And once again,
In 2020 their performance was still great, but also a little bit inconsistent. In MPL 5 they placed 5th after losing in the lower bracket against Onyx PH and lost 2 core players, Carl TZ, who moved to Brand Esports, and the jungler Cryptsu, who retired. But they also got new good players. Kurt TZ, Hayes and Hachi joined for MPL 6 and they were at the top again. Well, not quite first, but 2nd place, qualifying for M2. They lost in the finals against the new Brand Esport with their former teammate Carl TZ. They placed 5th in the M2 but without letting Toshi play. He was switched to a sub and Kurt TZ played instead. They let him play in the One Esport MPL Invitational 2020 again, but after a more disappointing loss, he was benched again in the National Season 2. In 2021, after placing 6th in MPL 7, the org did something nobody really understood. On July 5th, Omega Esports released all their players and formed a new team from scratch. Toshi, already having a hard time winning a tournament, now needed to find a new team. The org's decision was for growth for both the players and the organization. Thankfully, a new org had just joined the MLBB division. On July 13th, 2021, TNC Pro Team made their first MLBB roster, a new roster with Toshi as the most experienced player. He was hoping to start over like in 2019, but the dream died pretty quickly. In MPL Season 8, regular season, they finished in last place, 4-10. His old rival Brand Esport also did poorly, placing 2nd last. The problem was that in Season 8, MPL turned into a franchise league and new, bigger and better teams joined. Onyx PH with Kyrie, Blacklist International with a stacked roster, Smart Omega with Kara and Renzio, and many other strong teams. As the most experienced player in the team, it hit hard. On November 21st, Toshi left the team and went on a break from the competitive scene. In an interview, he said that the constant missed opportunities made him feel guilty and depressed. He and 4 other veteran players skipped MPL Season 9 to take a break. And it wasn't just a break for Toshi, it was a change in direction. He went back to school, studying criminology in Tarlac, which is pretty good considering the crime scene in the Philippines is still significant, especially in theft and rape, which are high on the PH crime index. Also, cybercrimes like online scams and bank fraud are rising across SEA. I found a crime index where Manila City, the capital of PH, had the 2nd highest crime index from 2010 to 2015, but things have gotten better since then. Toshi tried to focus on school, but his competitive side always pulled him back to esports. He played some tournaments like Razer Invitational, SEA 2021, but held in 2022, Juicy Legends 2023 and RMC Season 7. He also played with Kirk for a while, even reuniting with his former teammate Kenji. In July 2023, Toshi stopped competing completely in MLBB, ready to let go. His fear and failure ate him alive, leaving only crumbs of his spirit.
Sa playoffs, and although they still will play one more series, that is indeed goodbye para sa TNC in this season.
and that is indeed TNC last G.
Last na nakita nga natin.
But a couple of months later, his former manager reached out to him to play in the newly global released HOK. He showed Toshi the game's esport potential and offered him a 2nd chance. He accepted gladly, and his spirit burned brighter than ever. First, he competed in smaller tournaments with Team X, starting at the end of March 2024. They placed 2nd and 3rd in the Honor of Kings SEA Cup 1, 2 and 3, and the King of Underground, a pretty good start. Then, Team X turned into Boom Esports PH team. He still plays in the gold lane or in HOK farm or bottom lane. Toshi jumped right into the HOK Invitational Season 2 qualifier, PH, and won the qualifier in classic fashion, losing only one game in the whole tournament.
Kailangan nyo pansinin, itong si Golden Kite. Pero paiba-iba ng target dito ang members of Blacklist and Boom Esports as well. Pero nasa baba, Animus is here na naman. Golden Kite hindi na makapag-free hit. Ang ganda ng pagpasok na impressive. Pero Joshi is still trying to make some plays. Yung tower muna si Ryan.
Actually, 3 items na meron siya pamahaba ng range dito.
Ayun
Which
ang
is very
maganda.
important.
Yes. Uy, ang ganda naman pagtulak mga kaibigan coming from up Dharma down. Pero delikado ang buhay.
Uy,
Oh, G6 is still alive. Was able to get 3 with the response coming from Boom Esports. Grabe naman talaga with hiling galing with Ginkgo Biloba. Iba talaga ang ginagawa mga kaibigan Dunakap. And crowd control coming from their team. Wala nang magagawa. Wala nang malalango yan. Si Kuya mo Jazz. And they're now falling down one by one. And that's it mga kaibigan.
But when it came to the HOK Invitational Season 2, it was a little bit too early to win it all. The Malaysian and Brazilian teams dominated the competition. Boom Esports placed 8th out of 13 teams, but still qualified for the HOK Invitational mid-season. There was also a showdown match between Boom Esports and RRQ to give RRQ a chance to participate in the mid-season Invitational. Thankfully, Boom won that match in a classic 3-0 storm.
Full tempo juga rin yung sign, bakit anin din sa juga udah keluar. Lagi-lagi tinisran organization dari seorang Miki. Bakal mengajak pemain belakang tinggal by seorang diri yang harus menjadi santapan utama dari pemain Boom Esports Crystal terexpose. Bakal langsung di clear dan Boom Esports menang 3-0 dan mereka lolos ke IWC. Dan sayang.
Then he took the next step, leaving his home country to play in Indonesia. In August, Toshi was loaned for 3 months to Dominator Esports, another fresh new team, and this time the synergy was perfect. They won the HOK Championship 2024 qualifier. In the group stage, they went 5-0 with only 2 games lost. In the playoffs, they stomped everyone again without mercy. As a reminder, Toshi is the only PH player on the team. Communication was difficult but still manageable. And Toshi dominated his competition once again in full force. Group stage, 3 MVPs, playoffs, 3 MVPs. He was unstoppable until they met Black Shrew Esports. You see, in early 2024, when he was in Team X, he had already faced them and always lost. First in the upper bracket final, they lost 1-3. They were sent to the lower bracket to play against Team Secret. It was a close 2-2 until the last match, which lasted 24 minutes. And here's what happened.
Onto the farm lane, maybe because they need to activate Freddy.
Oh, okay. We might see that she's goes in. Oh, beautiful. And there's a fight on 2 fronts. TNX takes down Freddy. Pay, baby. And there we go. Jewel, I'm picking up the kill onto Jill. One.
C-Pens. Oh, okay. This is the catch up.
Okay, the Magnus one comes through with a Tremor Smash. It's going to be enough to get him in there. Oh, the damage from C-Pang.
But they're coming in.
They are coming in. It is the Invincible Warrior from TNX. G-Shan in the backline with the Blazing Brilliance. It's going to be enough to get another kill for the side of Team Secret. The death on Sunset lands for Shuan as well. Gets the kill onto Freddy, but is he going to be able to escape? No. The Cannon Blast Freddy into the backline here. He's trying to do damage, put some oppression, but it is going to be Kaiser with the Invincible Warrior. As we see, a re-engage from Yuan with a great Tremor Smash. Is equalized by a think inside the box. There is so much going on with this team fight. Freddy, Jill, L are down as they have the Tempest Dragon, but that lane in the farm lane looking strong. They're still trading blows in the mid lane. G-Pangs takes down one. Oh my day.
Tear down by TS. Will this be the favor in this push?
Okay, the Cannon Blasters get knocked out here, so are we going to be seeing a crucial kill theft here? It's going to be TS who take the Tempest Dragon thanks to Shishan, and it's going to be 3 members, almost 4. Toshi has the Sage's Sanctuary 3-0 trade for Team Secret. They've got to defend the minion wave into the farm lane. Oh my. Oh, he's gonna get the Winions! Is Kai's gonna have enough? Oh my god, Kai's not gonna have enough! Infinity DMT going through to the final! Rematch, baby! What?
What a game! That was a big moment! Welcome to the grand final!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa! The crowd goes nuts! Oh.
And we will not have it any other way! Team Secret!
It was a close match, they won and made it to the finals again. But the result didn't really change.
At ang kampiyon for honor, ang maghahari sa Honor of Kings World Championship, BSE!
Back in Boom Esports, Toshi couldn't qualify for the HOK Invitational Season 3 qualifier because he had to play with a new team. First his mid and support changed, and 2 months later the jungler too. But he was adaptive and won the 3-degree Esports Championship qualifier, but placed second in the real tournament. Right now they play in the PH Kings League Spring 2025 regular season. They won 2 matches and lost once so far. Their biggest rival is Blacklist International right now, with a 12-game winning streak in the regular season, which his old teammate is in now. It looks like Toshi gets his trauma all over again, winning the qualifiers, but in the real tournament they barely lose the final. But it's the first year of him playing in HOK, and he still has plenty of time to hold a trophy. So good luck to him. And that's it. If you liked it, then like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that.